But we also have pretty interesting topics today. We have our infidelity and our intimacy issues.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I think that's a good topic.
And for that, we're going to be going to our love doctor. And that's going to be pretty exciting because we got some specialists.
Yeah.
What better advice than an actual specialist helping us out?
Exactly.
So we're going to start off with intimacy issues. Now, we all have them, right?
Mm-hmm. I know I do.
I don't.
You don't have any intimacy issues?
Problems. I don't.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's great, man. I mean,
because I wish I had the same problem.
Man takes care of that.
Let me say, I've been married for 1 year, so we'll see.
We'll see about that in 10 years, honey.
Honeymoon stage.
Nothing's come up yet. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see.
So what let's elaborate on intimacy. What do we consider intimacy? Is intimacy kissing? Is intimacy, talking, sweet to each other? Is it a sexual thing? What is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, intimacy, I think, revolves a lot of everything. It could be physical and it could be emotional, because they say that the way to get to a woman, and the only way that most women even have, I don't know if I'm allowed to say orgasm on the show, but the only way some women are allowed to is by getting emotionally attached.
Yeah, that's true, because you have to feel loved to love, right?
Yeah. Right.
So,
and some women
absolutely
aren't even capable of having one if they're not emotionally attached.
Yeah, because then they just feel like they're being used. You know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely.
Can you imagine the whole time you're using me? Feel?
yeah, like just going through the motions.
Yeah.
Well, but throughout that, it actually goes a lot deeper, I think, and if you let things go for such a long time, sometimes it could.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not intimate, you might as well be with a robot.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what those doll things are for.
Yeah, the blow-up dolls.
I mean, if they had a brain, I mean,
like the blow-up doll you have at your house.
Yeah, exactly. Well, see, if the vibrators that we bought could take out the trash, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and a vibrator can't buy you a drink either. So
and I didn't say that.
The cool thing about the blow-up dolls is that once they're like deflated, you can just deflate a new one.
Yeah, you just deflate a new one.
Get a newer model.
Yeah. One thing that I want to point out, it's like sometimes you find a great guy, but he doesn't please you in all ways, if you know what I mean. Yeah. He's like the perfect, assiduous man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The perfect, he brings the money home, but he just is not pleasing you in bed. And
yeah,
what
it's just not there.
Yeah, that's a problem, because to be in a, that's why you find that's why they always say, oh, I found the perfect one, because he's perfect in all aspects.
Do you really believe in the perfect one?
There is no perfect.
I don't think it exists.
I think it
doesn't
exists.
I
think it does.
I think there exists a perfect person for me.
Yeah.
But not the perfect guy.
Okay, yeah, you're right. The perfect one for you.
I don't even think that there's a perfect person for a person. I think you really have to work at it and forgive faults and let those things go. I mean, if he throws his chones on the floor, let it go, ladies. Let it go,
but pick them up after they start, cochina.
So she mentioned one of the most annoying things men do. At the end of the show, towards the end of the show, we're going to mention what the most annoying men think that we do.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be a good one.
We just do everything right.
Yeah.
There's obviously a lot of signs that involve intimacy issues, a lot of signs that are there. And the love doctor, Miss Viviana Coles, is actually going to help us distinguish those signs. Let's see what Dr. Viviana has to say about some of those signs, and let's see what she has to say about how to help us really figure out if there's even an intimacy issue.
Typically, you can tell that there's some kind of an intimacy issue in a relationship if you feel like there's something lacking. Maybe you hear your boyfriends or girlfriends or people talking about what their relationships are like, and you kind of notice, eek, that doesn't sound like us, or we never do that, or oh man, we haven't done that in a long time. Whether it's talking about your personal thoughts or physical intimacy or different activities. That's how you can typically tell if there's something going on physically or emotional when it comes to lacking intimacy.
Thank you, Dr. Viviana. That was wonderful news that we just heard.
Yeah,
And
great advice.
Yeah,
Wow, she's
that
so
was-
amazing. That is so true, though. You know, like that's how.
She really gave me a little bit of insight onto
She
things
definitely-
to watch out for.
Yeah, she definitely had some good key points there.
Yeah, yeah.
So, if you have any signs in your relationship or see things that you appreciate in other people's relationships that you're not seeing in your own, it could be a sign that you have some problems or some things that you need to talk about.
Yeah, so watch out for those signs, you guys.
Yeah,
Trouble
like
in
she
paradise.
said. Yeah, like she said, you know, if you hear people talking about, you know, things that they've done and you're like, what? They do that? And I don't?
I get a lot of that.
Really?
Like, I wish, my husband, if you're watching, I wish I got flowers at my job.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, me too.
I did
too.
twice.
I'm just gonna send them to myself.
Thank you very much.
Christina, you're not,
Well, see,
she's
I
not
know,
dating anybody.
I'm not dating anybody, but I know what kind of flowers I like. And
So if
sometimes,
anybody wants to know, let them know what flowers you
It's
like.
that she likes thorns and stuff, so no, don't send her flowers.
you know what? I don't like the typical flowers. Oh, let's send roses. I like bird of paradise because it's a crazy flower and it's all weird. and
Anything
purple.
crazy,
That's a
just
really
send it
good
to her.
flower.
I guess that's because I'm weird. So
Just send her a rock or something.
You're not weird.
I'll
You're just
be-
special.
yeah.
Paint the rock, paint it.
Different.
Paint a rock. There you go.
Okay, and with that, you know, after you see signs and stuff, you know, she also mentioned, you know, the next question that I have for her is, how bad is it or how risky is it once your relationship starts getting distant, you know?
Oh, and you ignore it, right?
And you ignore it because a lot of times you're just, you know, you let it go and you let it go and you let it go for like 1 month turns into 2 months and then 2 months turns into 5 years and
Yeah,
as soon as you know it, you're as separated as can be already.
Yeah, and then, you know, people start not, you know, paying attention to the relationship, and that's
or
when
they
say
let themselves go.
exactly, and
They get big, or you know, stop paying attention.
descuidada.
Right.
Sí,
It's
se
like,
descuida,
yeah.
no se descuida ni
Yeah.
mujeres.
It's
Yeah.
like driving a car with a bad engine, and you know that
Exactly.
it's just, if you don't have the engine and the foundation, your car's gonna fall apart.
Like- like a
and the
ticking
same
time
way with
bomb.
a relationship.
By the way, my car's not
Speaking
very
of
good right now.
descuidarse, have you noticed that la gente se descuida? People don't take care of their bodies when they're married anymore.
Yeah, because they're in the comfort zone.
Yeah, I mean, nobody likes an Al Bundy. I mean, come on.
I mean, come
You
on,
know,
guys.
Men,
I don't
have
men
a
like to
problem
see
with that.
beautiful women, and
Well,
they
now
expect
he's
us
like
to
with
look a
Sofia
certain way.
Vergara on
Yeah.
Modern Family,
Yeah,
right?
they expect us to look
Well,
a
I
certain way,
mean,
but they don't do it
Come
themselves.
on, not everybody can look like her, you know what I mean? But if everybody did look like her, everybody probably would be happy, but that is not the reason for happiness.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, you know, people, it's not even going into a relationship, like, or once you get into the relationship, you get big or you stop taking care of yourself. People go into the relationship big and or not, you know, not taking care of themselves. It's a epidemic in the United States.
Yeah.
Not taking care of yourself. Or
And you would know because you know you work
Yeah.
full time for My Fit Food, so she's I mean she would know.
Oh, she is the health fanatic.
Oh my
freak,
gosh! If you
and
need
works
health
out.
advice, just email
The
her.
guru, if you will.
Yes, this is why she's going to be doing all our health tips.
Do you see a lot of women go in My Fit Foods, and are they?
you'd be surprised. It's all you know. It's men and women. It's
Yeah.
men and women.
But do
equally.
they ever say like, "Oh, I need to get on a diet because my husband is cheating on me"? I mean, do you ever see that?
You know, I've had people break down in the yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
You just got to really communicate, I think, with your partner. And I think that's a lot of the problem is that if you know, like we said, you know, it's like the foundation's not there, there's no communication, then, you know, both people are thinking two different things and they don't communicate. And instead of, if you communicate, then you can understand where the other person's coming from and
Exactly.
try to work that out.
And that has to do a lot with women and men having activities to do during the day, because if a woman stays home all day, the man already knows what she's doing all day. He doesn't want to hear about her day.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what'd you do? Watch cable TV all day?
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
what did you do? Watch Desperate Housewives?
We'll be back and we'll elaborate a little bit more on that topic.